you would do to kill your mother? This is a question that has no easy answer, but for Gypsy Rose Blanchard, it was a question she had to answer. Gypsy Rose Blanchard is an American woman who was sentenced to 10 years in prison for murdering her mother, Deedeeblanchard Blanchard. It was a very controversial case and haunted many people. In today's video, we will talk about the release of Gypsy Rose Blanchard. We will discuss his life, the murder of his mother, and his release from prison. We will also talk about the life of Gypsy Rose Blanchard and will she be able to live a normal life after her release from prison. This is a very interesting and entertaining story. So ready to watch today's video. Gypsy Rose Blanchard. Gypsy Rose Blanchard was born on December 20, 1991 in Missouri. Deedeeblanchard Blanchard was a patent mental disorder. Proxy is a mental disorder in which a person accuses another person of a fake medical condition. Deedeeblanchard Blanchard blamed the medical conditions that plagued Gypsy Rose throughout his life to keep him under control. Gypsy Rose Blanchard was accused of suffering from cancer, AIDS, cerebral palsy, and many other fake medical conditions. Deedeeblanchard Blanchard tied Gypsy Rose to a wheelchair and locked her in a bedroom. Gypsy Rose was treated like a puppet. Misguided and disrespectful, Gypsy Rose plans to kill her mother. She shared her story with a boy, Nicholas Goodajohn, on an online forum. Nicholas Goodajohn obeys Gypsy Rose and kills Deedeeblanchard Blanchard. This is a very sad story. Gypsy Rose found guilty of murdering her mother. He was sentenced to 10 years in prison. Gypsy Rose Blanchard has taken advantage of her time in prison to focus on her education. It was a second chance for him. He believed that if she was released from prison, she would be able to lead a normal life. Gypsy Rose Blanchard was granted parole in 2023. Its release was welcomed by many. This is a very inspiring story. It teaches us that every human being has a second chance. This is a very short version of the story of Gypsy Rose Blanchard. It was a very controversial decision. Some people believe that Gypsy Rose should be punished for killing her mother. And some people argue that Gypsy Rose lived her life in an abusive relationship and that's why she did this to us. He believed that if she was released from prison, she would be able to lead a normal life. Gypsy Rose Blanchard focuses on her studies in prison. She had an online course in which she is looking for social work. This course was very important for her. She believed that this course would give her the skills to lead a normal life. In today's video, we talk about the release of Gypsy Rose Blanchard. We talked about his birth, his mother's murder, his release from prison, and his future plans. It was a very interesting and entertaining story. If you want to learn more about Gypsy Rose Blanchard's story, you can watch a great documentary series called The Act. This documentary series tells the story of Gypsy Rose Blanchard in a very interesting and darkly interesting way.
The story was turned into a miniseries called The Act, starring Joey King and Patricia Arquette.
I wonder what it would look like if it grew in.
Probably be a rat's nest like mine.
To be able to portray a story like this.
Finally, I want to ask you a question. Do you want to give Gypsy Rose Blanchard a second chance? This is a very difficult question. I hope you will have a good discussion after answering the question. I hope you like my video. Like, comments, and share the video with your friends. And always subscribe to the channel and press the bell icon to keep asking you for every news. Until then, bye.